So that is BUUTU and what?
EMPUNGU.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Marvin America reporting live from the Ginger Oval. The game is about to commence. BUUTU won the toss and elected to bat first. Sunny day out here. We're expecting the youngsters to go have some nice time out there. Opening batsman is Kakaire.
Hello, the commentary today is brought to you by America Marvin, David Eric Wabwire, and Joseph Biarhanga. The EMPUNGU opening bowler running in to deliver the first ball of the tournament, and misses the blade to the inner thigh of Kakaire, who is opening for BUUTU. Oh, down the leg, runs down to the boundary, saved by the fine leg. From the look of things, there's been a lot of organization that has gone into this. The teams are looking smart, extremely smart. And as we know, look good, play good. Feel good, play good. And that's the kind of vibe we are getting today. Third delivery of the morning. It has been one of the good deliveries today. Onto the pad again. The batsman can't seem to get something onto the blade. And our opening bowler bowling with maximum height, trying to hit the ball and hit the deck.
Dave, did you happen to look at the wicket today?
Yeah, I did look at the wicket, Marvin.
If you were captain, what would you do if you won the toss?
It is very gutsy of this captain to want to bat first. But I guess that's what happens when you have the right men for the job. Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah. Again, onto the pad. Onto the pad. 4 balls, sofa bowled. 1 was down the leg. 3 into the pad.
On my side, I believe the captain made the wrong call to bat first. The wicket. Very tough.
It's a tough wicket this morning. They are going to have to dig in. They are going to have to do a lot of work. A lot of work. Ball number 5. Nothing onto the pad. The batsman can't seem to get anything on the pad. However, the scoreboard keeps ticking, and that's what is good for the captain. Mostly if you've chosen to bat on such a tough wicket. So we give it some time. Maybe when the sun comes up, it will become better for those who bat later. What do you think?
Yeah, probably when the sun comes out, I would say the second innings would be quite easier for the batting side.
But to me, being a limited over game, 10 overs is quite too small. Regardless whether you bat first or ball second, runs on board apparently. At this level, you need plenty of skills, of which I don't think most of them have the skills to execute and deliver on a certain wicket. Because apparently they're just going through the motions. Why the rush? Like I said, it's their level.
Something good to watch today, and I noticed there's been good running between the wickets. They're not getting anything on the bat, but the board is moving. The scoreboard is moving. Yeah,
Boys look fit, eh?
put in the work. They're getting off their feet. They're quick off their feet, both the fielders and the batsmen. I hope we have such vibe all through the tournament.
I believe. White ball.
There's a touch of bounce. Okay, there's bounce. Huh? Yeah, it's a loopy bounce. I hope the bowler can capitalize. However, he looks to be in charge. Eh? He looks to be in charge. He can control his ball. I wouldn't. Again, nothing onto the pad. He keeps swinging it into their pads. He keeps swinging it into their pads. So once again, thank our BATBALL. Yeah, BATBALL for organizing such a tournament. The NILE edition is clearly showing already some energies. Hopefully, what do you compare this? How do you compare this with the previously concluded one? Just compare the first ball, the first over. After watching the first over in the previously concluded Eastern edition.
10 runs on board. That is 10 per over. Regardless of the wicket. So basically 10 per over right now.
Let's watch and see what the young boy can do about it, because
We are into the second over, and the spin attack is on. Spin from the other side. Udola Ediga, one of the young boys coming up from Wede.
Mudola Edgar dashes that in. Coming right arm over. An off spinner. Catch him! Oh, he missed that. He missed that. Sometimes the half chances actually win you the game. What doesn't seem like a wicket could change the game. Just imagine a scenario where the opening batsman hasn't had anything with the bat, and then the next one is being looped right back. Yeah, for catch, it could send a lot of pressure down to the batting captain right now.
This is a development program right now apparently going on. Their skill levels needs to be polished, because if you look at the wicket, it's a slow wicket with a bounce on it. So they need not to play so rushy. He's rushing into the shot. Chance of
Poor running. Oh yeah, they got away with that one. They got away with that one. I wouldn't take that. Would you?
It would definitely depend on the fielder. Fielder is still on his feet.
So Marvin, do you like what you see today? Do you like the numbers? Do you think this can do better? Do you think the day is going to get more and more attention as we go on? Do you think more people are going to come in? Because I'm seeing numbers coming in, yeah, from all sides. And do you think we shall need more tents? as the day goes on?
Yes, Dave, I believe as the day goes by, the numbers will increase. It's already 9:30, coming to 10. The numbers are good. Yeah, the numbers are good. The boys are all excited about the day. Things are running boundary to boundary. They are calling between wickets.
True, yeah.
The bowlers are spot on. So I believe
The run rate from a 10 per over to a nice 7 per over. He only conceded 4 runs in that over. Yeah, and that's what we call bowling in partnerships. When the other concedes, you then come and try to cut it down as much as you can. Shot! Looped up!
wicket from Kakai.
A blaster overshot. A blaster of that shot. A maximum for 6 by Kakairi Godfrey. Big one over the boundary. Positive attitude.
Times Jose.
Yaranga.
Joseph Yarhanga. Wow. He used to hit those balls up that tree.
Got under that, and believe me, they don't come off any better. They don't come off any better. We can now tell, I think, why the captain actually wanted to bat first. Oh, the bowler is not sure about the next delivery. He has to reload. He has to go back. I think that always works. That always works. Almost after conceding a boundary, you need to take your time. Yeah, maybe slow down the game a bit. Yeah, yeah. Think about your next delivery more. Yeah.
And this is the third overrunning, and that's the first ball that I've connected. So I believe
Oh, slow wicket. Slow wicket. He didn't pick that one. He didn't pick that one. So we have Timothy, who is going by the norm. One by one makes a bundle. Shot. Out. Taken at mid off. Nice catch. Nice catch. Masinde has fought back brilliantly after conceding a maximum. He then gets himself the prize of the day. Finally, he wins the battle. He has actually won the fight. The battle is still on.
with bowling, you have 6 chances to take a batsman. But for the batsman, you connect one, the next one you can be gone.
Tough job for the batsman today. It's a tough job. It's a tough job.
This is the bat ball Nile edition. Remember the theme for the day is prevention of early teenage pregnancies in Busoga. There are 4 teams, 9 games, 56 players, 1 champion.
It's a good theme to have more so if you're having teenagers playing and then everything is focused about them. BATBALL has a couple of mantras it goes by. It asks people to play with it, partner with it, and then party with it. So anyone out there can play with BATBALL, you can partner with BATBALL, and you can party with BATBALL. And this is what we're talking about today. Yeah, such events don't come if there's not been proper organization, and it is good for development of cricket, don't you think?
Remember during our times, 7 years back, we used to have such games. We used to have the Ginger Select versus the Kampala Select, and right now I think it produced some fruits. Right now, a few guys in the national side, others are just the door as they're knocking.
Yeah.
And I believe Skipper, you make a return
Oh.
after medicine.
It's Dennis Musali and and innocent Indaula who keep teasing me about that. But hopefully, yeah, we shall make a return and then fight along our those that we used to fight with in such tournaments then. But this is quite different. Back Masinde is loading another ball to the new batsman who cuts it. Brilliant shot through point. The chase is on. The chase is on. Hopefully they can stop the third run. Oh, good. And that's what we call good running between the wickets.
So hard.
These boys are running hard. These boys, they are running so hard. I used to enjoy seeing Zefa Katunji, who is not around now. He has been missing for a bit. He's so engaged these days, so rare. And Kenneth Waiswa, they're good runners between the wickets. Uh, Joseph Biarhanga was a brilliant runner in Skuzik. But I like this tournament because it seems to supplement the other small tournaments like those that... Another shot over Midon. Lofted over Midon. A brilliant shot. Seems to have a slow outfield. The outfield is slow. The wicket is slow. I think if... with proper mentorship, young bowlers like this could learn to read the wicket quickly. Yeah, captains could also learn to set pitches for such fields. You get, and set up people with much more ease. However, I also feel Masinde is doing his team justice. He's doing his team justice. He's bowling well. He's bowling well. Another looped up in the air. Wicketkeeper runs for it. Hopefully, he can take it. Dropped. A collision. A collision. I hope a collision there. Nothing dangerous though. The young boy thought he would save it, and he ran into his keeper. The team physio is being checked on. He seems fine. The fact that he didn't the team physio and is the one motivating the others instead. He seems fine. Wow, this tournament is cutting across all ages. Yeah.
You know, with such a tournament, it helps engage the young boys after school. You know, always after school, students are always idle, they're always at home, loitering around. But with such a tournament,
Power plays then.
I remember back then we used to come here every morning from 8 to 6 playing cricket, and I believe we've benefited from it. So if the young boys carry on the same spirit, I believe they will go far.
I've actually seen a couple of them here. I've passed by the Oval on weekdays, on weekends, and some of them are always in the nets, trying to perfect their craft. Yeah, there's actually one who believes he can bowl a sport. Yeah, if given 2 overs, he could bowl 10 out of 12 in one sport. It may be too much of an estimate for him, but I like the fact that he believed he could. Yeah, so I came here and then gave him a challenge in the nets. He didn't really hit the mark, but the attitude, the fact that he believed he could do it, maybe with more practice will... oh, they are very economical. Spinner is back to put the books right. Short. These boys are moving their feet. They are moving their feet. Yeah, they are moving their feet. From the looks of play, with a player out there, you know, good things happen because actually someone is putting in the work. When you see a brilliant event like this one, it means someone has put in the work. When you see a player playing well, it means someone has actually put in the work. Yeah. When you see a captain being very intelligent on the pitch, making good calls, good bowling changes, usually means someone has put in the work. Oh, and is
what a ball! Timo. What a ball!
You won't use your feet.
Had 2 choices: either to jump out and hit, stop the ball. It was caught in between there.
I think you'd survive an LBW when you have umpires with such visual acuity. They guys who could spot uh, a, a ripe mango across the pitch, across the pitch. Yeah, sitting at the geniuses classes, and then you can look at those mango trees that side, and then you can say, "Oh, there's a ripe mango on that tree." You wouldn't survive an LBW against Odoi. You wouldn't. He's a very experienced player. He has played a lot. If anyone is to tell you about the wicket today, oh, too bad the umpire. But if anyone is to tell you about the wicket today, he would be the one. He's the right man to ask the questions.
Pressure is on.
Yeah, the pressure is on. Shot, belted, Tomidov, and a good stop. A good ball, received a good response, both with the bat and the field. That's good cricket. That's good cricket. Again, it's an honor being part of such initiatives, and we wish we had this much earlier in our time. But again, we can only thank the body behind this. We can only thank BATBALL for this. Another one belted through to mid-off. And a misfield, a fumble there. But he's able to recover. He recovered nicely and saves them 2 runs. Good running between the wickets. The best cricket I've seen today has been running between the wickets. What has been your best play of the day? The bat, the ball, or running between the wickets?
Pick up this writer over there. Spinner is very impressive.
And yeah, he keeps toning it down. He keeps slowing the batters down. They had a good start, but maintaining it is hard when you have such accurate spinners. He's very spot on. So we are seeing very many people coming in, and it's good to see legendary ginger players. We can see Ivan Baidu. When you speak of ginger cricket, you just can't miss his name. You have to put his name somewhere. I can see the next batsman actually warming up. I don't know what message does that send. I see about 3 batsmen padded up, and they're all itching to go out and bat. Malaria time, isn't it? Too soon. So 4 teams, 9 games, 2 days of play. Yeah. If you've missed the first hour, you have a chance to come. If you've missed the next hour, you'll again have a chance to come. Button Boy is here for you. It's here in Ginger. And you're all welcome to come and support cricket here. Shot through covers. It runs over the boundary for 4. There have been few boundaries, but that came off the spot. That sounded nice. I remember in during cricket week, some of our coaches would say, if we don't bowl the bad balls, yeah, what would the other team set and what will we chase? Yeah, so bad balls are part of the game. Shot again, straight to the field at point. Oh, good fielding from Lennox. Good fielding from Lennox, off Lennox. So both teams have a Lennox somewhere. Yeah, I've seen these 2 boys play. The other one is actually one is a left-hand spinner, one is a pace bowler. He's now an all-rounder. He's now a bowling all-rounder. Yeah, but seeing him coming 2 down, yeah, is impressive. It means he has put in the work somewhere. He's doing something right. Oh, and it is because it is short, good running to mid wicket. They recover well. Do you notice the talk? Do you notice the motivation? Do you notice the energy on the pitch? I actually feel it.
The energy is there.
Yeah, I actually feel it. Three people are running after the ball. One is ready to back up. They are motivating each other. The boys are clapping, and the young bowler is being supported. Mwanje Asha. Oh, bold! Ripped right through him. You can't survive that. It ripped right through him. Anything across the line. Oh yeah, a good ball. A good ball.
Dave, with such a wicket, what would you do? Bring spin on, pace, or
Marvin, that's a nice question. Um, the spin, the spinners seem to be spot on. I think they're performing because they're actually they're accurate, right? However, the wicket looks to have everything for either party, a pace bowler and what. Because Masinde came, he had struggled through the first over. He conceded 10.
yes?
But you wouldn't blame him because the ball is swinging and maybe he hasn't mastered. He hasn't gotten his way around controlling it very well. However, I think he recovered well. He
Yeah,
actually
he did,
recovered
he
well.
did.
So, more so the people running in from the net end, from the
Kampala
road, yeah, from the Kampala road end. The spinners are getting turned. They're able to. They're getting turn and bounce. Yeah, and the bowlers on from the pitch, from the soccer pitch end.
Shot. Run out there.
Oh, for calling. So and the bowlers from this other end are actually only pace bowlers have come from there. Yeah, they haven't missed their mark that much. I don't think they've missed their mark that much. And
With a batsman who is on, what would you opt for?
spin him out.
Spin him out.
I would spin the. I would spin a web around him and. Okay. But I like the competition. I like the competition. There's a lot of competition going on. There's a lot of competition. Captain. Ivan Baidu wishes he could go out there another turn. This is a development tournament, and some of us can only hear about the flick story. I again back to bat and ball. To bat and ball. Oh, this is another brilliant bowler, Lennox. I've seen him put in the work. I've seen him put in the work.
This is one of the challenges I've been waiting for.
Oh, a half tracker.
Very
Oh, wow, dropped. Oh.
Chance over run
Out.
out again.
Oh,
Made
too many misses for one ball, right?
very bad ball. There is a chance.
All of you can. Lot of cricket
These are
off one ball.
moments. These are moments now. This is going through now. It's been a bad ball. There's been a chance. Chance has been dropped, and there's been a lot of fumbling all through the fielders.
To look at the positive side,
Take 4 runs.
to look at the positive side, the batsmen have capitalized. Yeah, he played a reckless shot. He got away with it, and then he took everything from them. He kept running. Yeah, he kept running. There's a lot of awareness. I would say.
The boys are just all
I would say
fit.
game awareness is spot on.
Fitness levels are so much on point. I was telling you the challenge I was waiting for to see how the best they will play a left arm spinner on that wicket.
Good ball.
See,
Good ball. They can't seem to pick him. Yeah, they can't seem to pick him.
so
So,
that's a challenge
for
now.
the record, it's actually Lennox who said he could hit one spot, 10 out of 12. I challenged him and then he hit a few, but the attitude is right. The attitude is right. Oh!
Spot on.
Did he just nick that?
No, but there was a chance.
Did he nick
They're
that?
all playing far away from their bodies.
For all of you that have
Shot
not made
was
it here today, you can catch us live on BATBALL TV. You can catch us live on BATBALL TV. You can hit us up on Creek Clubs. You follow the live scores, the live tallies of the runs here and how the game is flowing. Those who want to watch live, BATBALL TV. Shot, pulled through square leg. We have about 2 fielders running for it, the mid wicket and the fine leg. Oh yeah, they're able to recover brilliantly.
That is expected.
But recover brilliantly.
In a left arm, that will be one of their stock balls. They always bowl a short ball in every over. It won't be that. They will always bowl that short one or the full one.
Never bowled a short one.
Another one.
Oh, catch him! I think in the recently concluded test of Australia versus West Indies, Jaden's it is Seals. Seals is one of the West Indies pacemen. Came and bowled a brilliant over to Manas. And at the end of the over, Manas just exclaimed, was like, "You've won the over. Let me wait for the next one." Yeah, he frustrated him, and I think that's what Lennox has done to these batsmen. He has frustrated them. Nothing of, you could actually lose confidence a bit. Oh, shot through point. It is running the boundary. Oh no, it doesn't make it. Stops right at the boundary. I like the motivation here. Good recovery, good energies, and EMPUNGU fielders are at work. I reckon they can't wait to pay back. They can't wait to pay
There are
back.
always 2 innings of the game.
Yeah, they
They
can't
need
wait
to
for
hold
that.
on and wait. Score stands at 45
For
for
three
3 after
After.
6 overs.
after 6 overs. This is the 6th running. Shot
Full toss.
pulled.
Slow
The
outfield.
outfield is slow.
I guess that's the reason why they're running so hard in between the wickets. Chance of a run out. And
Oh,
it's
missed. Out, taking another
Back
one.
up. Too much recklessness in the outfield.
So BUUTU won the toss. It elected to bat. Okay, they're playing a 10-over match. The do you still think balled right through him, full into his feet? Asher has been accurate. He has been spot on.
Yeah, for the 2 overs, he has to.
He has been spot on. Yeah, Trevor is walking in. Hopefully, he can redeem his team. So 48 for 4. 48 for 4. With Richard Sohera, who just succumbed to one of Asher's nice yorkers, leaving Lennox at the wicket, being joined by Trevor. EMPUNGU seems all fired up. So we have 3 balls into the 7th over. Also, welcome to Ginger SS cricket ground. A beautiful ground to play cricket at, with the breeze from the NILE blowing over the oval. The two batsmen are sending pressure down to their tent. We can hear a couple of colleagues pleading with them to actually take the singles when they have to. So Asha delivering his last ball of the inning. Oh, sorry, of the over. Another brilliant over by Asha. He has received all the support he can get. Sorry, one more ball to go. He has just failed to make that last delivery count. He keeps dropping it down the leg.
He's looking
Yeah.
for the Ayoka.
Would you say you'd rather just finish strong and get off? Or maybe something outside or top of off? Or just line of the stumps and let the fielders do it, so you'd rather concede off a good ball than keep bowling down the leg or something like that?
What I think is he wants a dot ball because Lennox Mugumira is
Shot, another one. He leans into it and caresses it to the boundary. Through point.
I'm quite
Nobody
impressed.
move.
Nobody.
Gets hurt. It
Quite
comes off
impressed
nicely.
with what I'm
I like
seeing.
the way Lennox is batting.
A lot of
This
improvement.
boy is actually from Wiri. Yeah, and it's he actually bats down the order. Yeah, so I can't wait for bat ball. You know, bat ball offers chance to such players. Okay, so when you're playing in a team where you may not necessarily make it on the top or top order all the time, you have a chance to play more cricket. Yeah, I believe this is actually good for cricket because you some people actually don't play because the coaches haven't given them chance, or maybe there's just too much traffic in some settings for them to have a chance to actually bat up front or something like that. And Marvin, you're actually the coach of Mwiri, so I hope you don't feel attacked. But this boy doesn't bat top the order
He's
in
the
Mwiri.
calm,
Why?
was lacking a bit of confidence in him.
A bit of confidence.
Execution. But I've seen a lot of improvement right now.
Yeah.
He's leaning to the ball, he's driving, he's cutting.
Uh,
A lot of improvement. Unfortunately, he's done with Form 6 and
He's done with Form 6.
yeah,
Okay, so clubs should be scouting.
clubs will be scouting.
Clubs should be scouting. I've seen a few club scouts. Have you?
Yes, I have.
I see Coach Mugi, Coach Mugarura. Yeah.
Ceylon Lions.
Yeah, he was our coach at Ceylon Lions, but he's patrolling the pitch. I think because he attends to most of these boys. Yeah, he's always here, and seeing them play like this must give him a lot of joy. He's one of the best coaches we have in development cricket here. Shot, brilliant shot. Receives a good response from the fielders down that side. Jumps out, lofts it over, brilliant shot.
Wow.
Boy is using his
Four runs
feet,
there.
his timing the ball. There are tons and tons of confidence in Lennox. There are
Wow.
tons of confidence in this boy. But in Cricket Week, he actually didn't have runs.
He didn't.
He didn't have runs.
You know, in cricket, there are lots of highs and lows. You know, in such a tournament, there are batsmen who score, there are batsmen who don't score. I remember during our times, always the team had those two guys who are scoring below average. Yeah, but with what Lennox is doing right now, there's a lot of improvement. I believe with such tournaments being held, we can see a lot as coaches.
shot. Through covers. Through covers. He has been the match to watch. He has been the man to watch this morning in this first innings. Yeah. So Lennox has 20. With that boundary, he moves to 26 of just 11 balls. That's with a strike rate of above 200. Yeah, strike rate of above 200. He's being well supported by Ngoli Trevor, who keeps taking the singles and leaving Lennox on strike. Oh, looped. Half chance, and he survives that.
I believe the skipper for EMPUNGU made a wrong decision in the bowling. Yeah, because Mohangu's Lennox bowled quite well. He was giving challenge to the batsman.
Continued him.
And
They
yeah.
discontinued him.
And they brought on Mukisa Eric.
Yeah.
He has gone for a couple of runs.
So Mukisa has actually conceded just above. He has conceded 22 runs in his 2 overs. No, Asha has conceded 22 runs in his 2 overs. And Mukisa has conceded just above 12 runs in that over. That's a lot of runs.
A lot of runs.
That's a lot of runs. The projected score keeps changing. Yeah, 2 overs ago it was 78. It was 78 and now it is 91. Do you think they can push this to 120, 100 something with 2 overs to go?
I believe with Lennox on.
Good running between the wickets, by the way.
Yeah. He's right now on 28 runs. Of 13 balls. Strike rate is on 200. Wow.
So, like we said earlier, this is the right audience for BATBALL. It is looking for people who can play cricket. Yeah. If you want to be a cricket player, you can always participate in these tournaments.
Already.
Yeah. There's always that opportunity for you to participate. So BATBALL is actually creating more chance for youngsters to play in these tournaments. He comes out, and this is a nice battle. I like the way Lennox is bowling. Yeah. So
Lennox against Lennox.
yeah, Lennox. It's a battle. I think it's a battle for the name. One with the bat and one with the ball. They can't pick him. He's hitting the right spots. I think today we came to watch the Lennoxes.
Hello.
One is fighting with the ball and the other is fighting with the bat. They're all lifting their teams well. They're all doing their jobs well. A half tracker and he misses it. He misses it. Another one, he misses it. They just can't pick it. What do you think Lennox is doing right that other spinners are not doing? Because everyone is flying for runs. Everyone is actually having everyone is actually having their economies obliterated by Lennox, and this one just seems to have his way through.
He's pitching up the ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
A bad run and then. Right. Over. We're heading into the final over. Who do you reckon they're going to give it to? Who do you reckon is bowling this last over? Of the bowlers we've seen.
Mukisa Eric is coming back.
Mukisa Eric, a spinner for the last over.
For the last over.
Would you recommend a spinner for the last over on this track?
No.
If not Lennox. Mukisa has actually had he has actually fought. He has fought well. He has fought well. He has done his part.
Yes.
He has done his part. Oh yeah, he has been handed the ball by his captain.
But Mukisa Eric, I think it's just a bit of confidence. But if he starts bowling the right channels, I believe one can play him there.
Mukisa is actually an off spinner.
Yes,
Yeah, a right arm off spinner, and he's coming from right arm over. Yeah, the finger spins he keeps doing. Is that part of his routine?
Yes, it is. Wow.
Shot!
I like
Shot!
the approach here.
The approach is good. I like this. I like the cricket we are watching today. And I pity those that have not yet made it here. Please jump onto that bus, jump onto that taxi, jump onto that border, and make your way to Ginger Says. There's plenty of cricket to watch.
If you're far away, the link is on.
Wow, wow, wow. And he fights back.
Oh,
Well fought, Mukisa. And he wins the battle.
I told you.
He's
I told you. Good comeback. Good comeback there. Good batting from Lennox Mugumira. 30-15.
Oof, 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 oof. So the captain has chosen his most trusted man for the final over.
For the final over.
Yeah, and it's the shot number 13 who is replacing Lennox. Lennox walks off after the splendid push for his team. I reckon the coach for this is actually
Aaron Kusasira.
Kusasira Aaron. He's an opening batsman for ACCA.
He's an opening batsman for SEC
See?
and wicket keeper.
And a wicket keeper. A wicket keeper. For those who also intend to vibe, like we said, play, party, and partner with BATBALL. You're all welcome here. You can play. Shot. Good response. Good response. Oh, misfield. And they take another. You know, cricket
Did you
is
see how
a.
he swung the bat? Whom does he remind you of? Your bat is facing covers, the boy is...
Ewan Joseph Biaranga. No, that's actually talent. He actually made it to the under 19 select because of that. I think there are 3 balls to go, and the BUUTU would be looking to make the most of it. BUUTU would be looking to make the most of it. I see plenty of coaches here. Yeah, junior coaches, senior coaches, plenty of umpires. Okay, with lots and lots of experience.
There is a coach under 19, Yusuf Nanga.
Oh, wide.
It's a wide ball.
Yeah. So, BATBALL is actually looking to they have this other mantra. They are carving. They're carving pathways. Okay, they're carving pathways for talents to take off. Yeah, how good does that sound to the ear? So it's more of a runway for your talent to take off. Usually we don't have these opportunities. Okay, you play a lot of cricket, but you're hidden out there, and there's this new thing in Uganda, and you'd want to be a part of it. Yeah, I think it's everyone's responsibility. It would be justice to the young talent you've seen out there to find a way of affiliating them with BATBALL. Find a way of affiliating with BATBALL, because it's like you playing on the big stage here. This is the biggest stage you can play as a youngster right now, and it creates that from one step to another kind of mentality. Shot he offers, he doesn't seem to get it right, but again, there's still a single from the misfield. What do you think about that?
Well, this is a very nice innovation, I would say. But I believe since we are all trying to fight against early teenage pregnancies, yeah, I would I would call upon BATBALL to bring such a tournament for the girls, yeah. Or if not, the teams would mix up. Let me say have like 4 girls in each side to make the theme come out well. Yeah. Overs are done.
Yes, that was the last over. That was the last over. So it's an innings break, and BUUTU has managed to generate as much as 91 runs for 5 in their allotted 10 overs.
But with the way BUUTU is, I believe it's a bowling side. Seeing a lot of
Of bowlers.
bowlers. Sowera, Kansika Kaire, brother to Kenneth Waiswa on national duty.
The national team all-rounder.
And
not very uncommon with the other pace bowler, Masinde.
Aside from him, is just doing things the simpler way. That's the simple thing. So
He has
you,
a
the
beautiful
batsman,
action.
struggle to do the harder things.
Ball,
As simple
a
as that.
nice ball, a nice delivery. Drive the gentleman into the shot. Let him lean forward to drive, and that's when your slips will come into play. A beautiful over, I would say, from Cyrus.
Sure.
Let's see how the captain compliments him from this end.
All I'm looking at, I want to see messages coming in from both coaches.
Yeah.
See how they're trying to think how to help the kids go about.
Cool. The captains are rather very active. They are very active, and they seem to engage most players. They're encouraging others to make quick changes, and this frequent communication from the captains in some way keeps most people in the game.
Yeah, it keeps you
Wouldn't you say?
alert because always, like they always told us, make sure always after every over you look at your captain, see what's he going to tell you next. Oh, look at one of the senior players. What is he thinking? Oh, what is he going to tell you next?
Up. Yeah, the other teams are warming up, and they can't wait for the opportunity to showcase.
When it comes into attack, I believe this is a magic over.
Hopefully.
Not overrating.
No. This is. It has a habit.
Lifting teams. We saw it with Kenneth White through high school, both at GJSS, when he came to Mwiri, and sometimes you can't help but give credit where it's due. Another full in the block hole. A good first delivery for Kakaire, who didn't have a bad start with the bat. Just didn't get going, but shot through point, square drive, and he picks 2 from that. Good
Just
bat.
loving the way these kids are running between the wickets. Always taking their first run so hard, and their turns are always on point. I think that's one thing they've mastered all, because I haven't seen a wrong turn. Kakal is trying so much to ball it into the wicket. So he needs to get. He's trying to get that bounce off the wicket. But like ideally, the wicket is kind of still slow. Not until as the day.
Shot. Another one flashed over point. Open blade flashes it and it sprints for 4.
They will try to
The
take
first-
advantage
the
of
first-
more of that.
The first inning, Joseph had about 19 runs. That was the second highest score. Yeah, Lennox top scored with 32, followed by the extras, which were 19, and then Mwanguzi, who scored 11. So I think just cutting down the extras for BUUTU. If BUUTU doesn't bowl too many extras, they could actually restrict the score, because it requires a lot of running to get something off, to get the scoreboard going.
Yeah, sure. You need to have a lot of running, to do a lot of running, because even the outfield is too slow,
Yeah.
and the boundary is not that close. Anyone would think will go over.
To the boundaries. He has gotten enough from the over, and he can let that pass by.
It's the patience
Yeah.
that we're talking about. They know they require about 9 per over.
Yes, and so far he has 12 of 11 balls. Huh?
Yes, currently
Doing-
7.
Doing good for himself. Doing good for himself.
Good to bowl their best bowlers to the best batsmen of the other side, but
Yes.
I believe they're not working out.
You know, coming from schools week, you know, the fear to always use up all your armor during the earlier parts of the war usually crowded my mind, and I would feel like I can't bowl to these guys. Let me keep myself maybe for the last 4 batsmen. And then one time I was playing a tournament with Dennis Musali as captain, and he came and said, Dennis Musali and Ham Kayondo were on the team, and they said, our best bowlers have to bowl to their best batsmen.
And what if it is
And-
blocking out?
And at that time, I was like, okay, maybe actually I'm built for this, because you won't send a batsman who is not supposed to open the inning unless otherwise. So the philosophy actually works. You get, because you're now matching strength. Because it doesn't make sense you sending your least experience to face their most experience. You'd rather, good fielding there, and a good shot.
Well, I believe since it's a short version game, I believe you would make your best bowlers bowl 1-1, then you bring on the spin. With the innings that just ended, you saw the spin was
It was working.
it was
It was working.
working.
It was working.
Yeah.
It was working. Shot,
And I haven't been here.
caress to covers, and fielded well. I like the effort.
I haven't been here for a very long time, but as I'm watching, the batsmen are very comfortable with pace.
They are.
They're very comfortable with pace.
And
So I believe I'd make a change. bring in-
Their skill level is also commendable in comparison to. Would you compare them to the first one? Because they have more straight bat shots. They would rather play a back foot punch or a back foot drive, than go across. They would they are more onto the front foot, More so for Mulondo.
Mulongo is
Mulongo.
opening batsman, Ginger says.
Oh. So this is his home ground.
Home ground. Home.
But like as I was going to tell you, all is ginger pepper and paste. That is a buffet. So anything that comes quick, they will enjoy it.
He offers and he misses. The energies though are commendable. They are commendable. Both teams are active, and so far it is the third over running. You still hear people talking. You hear both tents clapping, and that's good. Yeah, that's good to see. Shot. I love. Oh, gone.
How reckless
Gone.
would you be? How reckless
Gone.
would you be?
Gone. That second you move your foot, that
Very
second
good.
you take,
Very good.
that break in concentration cost him a wicket. And that is a very big wicket. He has been run out.
They commended the fielding team.
The fielding
very,
team.
Very good game awareness.
Yeah.
They're not taking anything
such
lightly.
notes should be taken by coaches, and these are things that are to be addressed by both coaches.
That can't happen the first time. It can't happen the second time. It should be. It must have been happening to that very player. There are things that happen. He easily loses focus. I've seen it. There are several players I see they always get out that way.
It's kind of a memory line. Do you remember we were playing GJSS? Agamire. It's similar.
Wow.
I
That
don't
is
think
good
it is
game
easy.
awareness from the wicket keeper. I like that the umpires are actually watching this, and I hope the coach is actually taking note of this. Yeah? Taking note of this. Back to this. We didn't have much playtime. I would say competitiveness. Do you think these tournaments bring something like that to development cricket?
I think they do, because for them they are playing as their age mates. So they learn together, and the confidence they build is within themselves. Rather than us who used to play with guys who were way, way above us. Yes, would learn fast, but then
Shot.
you
He
don't
has
have
responded
enough
well.
time actually thinking. You don't think for your team, but the other experienced people would already think for you. So for you developing that mental ability to think on the game was already slow. Though skill-wise, you'd get it so fast.
No, but I believe it's all about commitment. Back then, us who were so committed, yes, we were playing with the senior players, but we would apply ourselves. We would come here every now and then, and according to me, if I'm bowling to a very experienced batsman and he hits me, that's when I get the confidence of bowling. You know, I'm bowling to someone is hitting me in the trees. I'm like, wow, if I bowl this shot, I'll go.
King of Lennox's shot. That was a humongous six. It on any ground it would go. It would go. Doesn't matter the ground. It was a six. It was indeed a six.
New batsman on is Mukisa Eric.
Sir Eric, the captain.
Oh, the captain.
No, he's not the captain.
He was the spinner that bowled after the last over.
He's a spinner.
Well, last over. So he's also a batting all-rounder.
Or a part-time bowler.
The confidence with which he bowls doesn't seem like a part-time bowler. He seems like their go-to spinner when things are bad. If Lennox is not picking, he'll come in. If he's not picking, Lennox comes in. It seemed like a partnership. It didn't seem like some sort of makeshift bowler. Wouldn't you say? Like we said earlier, there's been a lot of organization that has gone into this. Tracker belted straight to mid-off.
What you say about the field set?
It's rather very straight, and I wouldn't think that ball was for the field set because he has a sweeper down this side. Sorry, a cow corner down this side, and not so much protection on the leg side to bowl such ball.
Yes. And they're having the third man, short third man. Should have been.
Oh yeah, chess. Good. Oh, a misfield. Good recovery there. Good recovery from the youngster. Good recovery. Good recovery from the youngster.
It's good seeing.
It's good recovery from the
the
youngster.
I've had a discussion. I've been told these are primary kids from rural areas of Chivubuka, Chimaka side. We've been given a chance to participate into this tournament.
And that's good because initially, if you're not at Ginger Says, if you're not at edge to slips, if you're not at Ginger Says, if you're not at Mwiri, if you're not playing maybe at Magua, the primary schools, Magua, Victoria, NILE, if you're not around town, it was always hard, most of the primary schools to feature NYN cricket, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
But having such arrangements.
I would recommend the UCA development side.
Yeah,
it has done a lot of work because cricket is now being pushed into the deep rural areas.
Shot through covers.
Cricket is growing so fast, extending to the rural areas because right now we have these kids from Chivubuka. Chivubuka is far away from here. You go past Butiki. Yes. That side, then a bat ball comes into the mix to spice it up. And here we are, kids having chances to play cricket just because of bat ball.
That's
With the run rate that's on, I believe BUUTU is on top. The run rate is on 11.23. And with the batsmen that are out there, if I were the captain, I would make sure that Mukisa Eric is on strike because that didn't look to have the energy of hitting that ball.
can rotate
rotate
the strike. So you get a single, but you may not get a boundary.
I would make sure that he faces most of the balls. Feels like 4 balls. in a one.
But I don't know why.
So Lennox,
I've never had confidence of we okay, we on top because two of us.
I think that comes from experience, playing too much cricket. You've been in many scenarios where you're on top and then things change. So Lennox, he had a good outing with the bat. Let's see if he has a good one with the ball. He's delivering fast. Shot. He has been clipped to mid wicket.
There is no mid wicket.
Oh yeah. Recovered well. It was well fielded. Yeah.
And there is no mid wicket, and it's a slow wicket. So on any given day, you have no mid wicket. You're bowling it short on a slow wicket.
He's an in swinger.
An in swinger. That had some pace onto it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he had some pace onto it.
I appreciate the BUUTU medium bowlers. All are trying to bowl into the wicket. They're not so flat-footed, but trying to hit the deck and bowling it right into the wicket. So on any given day, you
Another
always
one.
get the bounce.
I think Paul Mlongo's skill level actually offers a good challenge for BUUTU, because even when the ball gets that bounce, yeah, he's trying to get on top of the ball. He would rather wait and then just punch it on the back foot, as opposed to some players that came in earlier that were always committed to the front foot, irrespective of the bounce of the ball. So they missed many more balls. They had very many flying behind square, yeah, and they offered a couple of chances to the wicketkeeper.
Yeah, but their bowlers were bowling all over.
Going all over the place.
They were all over the place. They didn't take advantage of the wicket, it being slow.
Oh.
They always wanted to push that ball on a slow wicket. Even their spinners were trying to push the ball. I think they were looking for turn, which is not necessarily. This ground can give you turn on a given day.
What do you think about the wicketkeeper coming up for Lennox? Wicketkeeper is up the stumps, and good one. Oh, he went to the other end. There's a mess up with the backup. There was no backup for that. Like I said, what do you think about the wicketkeeper coming up for Lennox in the previous over?
Yeah, in the previous over, wicketkeeper came up since he was not pushing the ball, and since the keeper came up, the batsmen were a bit on pressure. Yudsa Molongo was trying to jump out, but when the wicketkeeper came up, he stayed in the crease.
And I can assure you they've picked about 3 dot balls because of that move. Picked about 3 dot balls. He had 2 flash shots, yeah, which were unnecessary. I think it worked. They must have somehow telepathically listened to Joseph about reading the length and then coming up.
One of my club's keepers already says, "Tukole byangu."
Tukole byangu.
Ebikaluba mu biveeko.
Sounds like Musari. That is Musari.
Over to attack the bowlers. You know?
And we have a bowling change, left arm over. Fielded! Brilliant! Run out! Yes! Wow! Wow! That is brilliant.
It's a lion heart.
Indeed, he wants it. He wants
It's a
it.
lion heart.
Wow. Well fielded by Lennox. A good throw to the wicketkeeper. But anyway, you don't always get what you want, right?
Sure.
It was a brilliant shot though from Mukisa.
But he has saved 3 runs. Because look, there is no one right behind him. Came off
They
quick.
didn't run. They didn't take any run. Having 2 covers creates pressure. And the fact that the captain has, or the bowler has guts to bowl to such a pitch, I wouldn't have a problem with it. If I were captain, I wouldn't have a problem with it, as long as the bowler can play with it, because he has. I feel like he has too many people behind square, yeah, unnecessarily, and he would rather shift. He would rather shift the backward point, the fly point, yeah, maybe have 1 point and then send a sweeper down in extra cover, send someone in extra cover, because if that passed Lennox, it would actually go for 4, and again he does it again. Okay,
That should be run out. That should wrong end.
oh dear,
Game awareness.
oh dear,
It's a good one.
oh dear, a lot of
Put
ball
one
watching,
now on top.
a lot of ball watching,
Now
a lot of learning to do for the youngsters.
Game awareness.
He had already dislodged the ball.
Experience. He didn't know what to do.
Let's see this.
He didn't know what
I
to
don't
do.
think I don't think he's out. I don't think
It's
Mukisa
a
is
good
out.
one.
I don't think Mukisa is out. This is a lesson for them to note down.
Surely.
It's a
And
lesson for
umpire
them to
should be
learn.
explaining to them.
Yeah.
Because since it's a development program, they should be learning
Learn
this.
Yeah, they need
They
to
should
learn
know
this.
this.
However, the miscommunication was because of ball watching. Would you say? You need to trust
Your partner. You need to trust your partner.
At this point in time, everyone wants the strike.
Yeah.
They wouldn't want to take those funny
Yeah.
singles.
They need to trust each other.
But
They need.
what's been happening here, by the time they had to run out, the ball had knocked off the bails, and he thought he had run out actually.
which he had.
Yeah, which he hadn't.
So what was the best he could do?
Shot, lofted, and the long off comes in, retrieves the ball easily. These are lessons for them to take. At the moment, Empungu is 26 for 1 and 6 over running
Okay, as Marvin as coach, what message would you be sending in?
right now. Now, what would you say as Captain Biaranga in such a scenario?
Was 64 runs required in 4.2 overs with 9 wickets. I'll think one of the players is being selfish because it's a time to open up. And I'll be
So,
opening up.
what would you tell them? Shot!
Just that.
Double step, lofted. Oh dear. He's down.
Just too lazy.
Flies over. I think
That's also another skill
it's a good
when it
shot.
comes to the fielding.
Looped it up. The fielder got under it, but somehow lost sight of it and landed right beside him.
The sun.
Landed right beside him. The sun is not it. It goes back to the basics. You need to get under the ball. Yeah, you need to get under the ball. You've seen the ball judgment. If the judgment is off, you're most likely to get under the ball late. Yeah, so you'll miss the catch. But you try to get under the ball as fast as possible. Yeah.
This score, you know, the power play sets the tone for this score. It's a big score and small overs. Those are just 60 balls. You're chasing down 90 in 60 balls.
However, it looks like they're trying to accelerate.
I would say
Wide.
with the skills they have, not so many skills to chase down a big score.
I believe Paul Mulongo, being a senior player on the crease, he would take on the strike. He would face more balls than Eric, since he has the energy to hit.
Yeah, like Lennox was doing actually. He took charge.
Take charge. Yeah, he needs to take charge. Short.
Shot. Oh, dropped. Dropped. Mokisa offered and then he got second life.
This is a moment of all or nothing.
Everything is happening so fast.
All or nothing.
Everything is happening
That's
so
for
fast.
the batting side. It's
In,
all
in
or
a
nothing.
tournament, in a tournament with such energies, you need to start off quick. You need to start off on a good note. You don't want to be tailing the other teams. You don't want to be shot.
But
Retrieved by
I've
the
al-
mid-off.
I've always told people that even if, however much you want to do something, or however much you feel it's the best thing to be done at that moment, it all downs onto the skills that you have. You might want to execute, but do you have the skills to execute?
It's all once by the body can't. Shot. Now it's just swing. It's
many
actually
drop
it's not
catches for
swing and
BUUTU.
miss. It is swing and hope that they drop you. He has also been dropped thrice. He has been dropped thrice. However, the missed run out. How many lives does a cat have?
9.
9 lives. He has used 4. Wait, find out.
Have you noticed the catching, the positioning,
There's a big problem with full setting.
the web?
Setting, and also they are trying to get the ball above their head.
Exactly.
Yet you need to get the ball under your eye.
Even their web.
Okay. Oh, he
Swing and
offers.
miss.
I think the wicketkeeper being up the stumps actually transfers some kind of pressure to the batsman. The-
Shots cut off.
You've noticed Mulongo uses his feet well. He can move, but having the wicketkeeper that close shows these boys actually play with each other and they know each other. That's why that The wicketkeeper is up. The stumps. And he has displayed a lot of skill. He has had very minimal buys where there. Looped up
the air.
straight over the
Check out
bowler.
another skill.
I hope he can. Oh, taken.
Now that's under the air.
Yes.
Not above.
Yes, under the eye. You have more control over the ball. Gone, Mulongo. Even with the effort, he couldn't take his team across the line. Maybe someone else will have to do it.
For those listening in from wherever you are, it's the Bat Ball Open NILE edition, partnering with Tenji Styles, Busoga Today, Gabla Royal Foundation, and Uganda Cricket.
It's good to see local or Busoga bred partnerships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the
Coming
Gabla Royal
into
Foundation coming in, and Busoga
Yes,
Today,
yeah.
we have Tenji Styles.
I happen to know the
Tenji Styles.
one
does
of
very, very
well,
good African outfits. That
Yeah.
is also one
I've
of
just seen
our
their cardigans. Their
Carpets.
their African print blended jackets. You've
And
seen them?
Yeah, classic ones.
It's actually run by a one Harry Patel,
He's also a former cricketer.
a former
actually.
cricketer, very enthusiastic.
I call him Waiswaz. Many call him Waiswaz. He loves the sport actually. He was saying he's going to be around for the tests here.
Hopefully, can
Actually,
make
his
it.
kids have a lot of cricket to play. They're playing bat ball.
Mm.
They're playing this bat ball tournament today and tomorrow.
Yeah,
It'll be Sunday. Then Monday,
yeah.
some will come in for the test. So basically, some of them are having 6 days of cricket.
A lot of cricket to be played.
So the red ball cricket returns in Jinja, starting from the 19th till the 22nd.
Oh, good effort from the wicketkeeper to save a wide. He tried to bowl a slower that actually went wrong. Yeah. Moving on from the previous ball that picked a wicket. These boys seem to be taking the coach's instructions very serious. And that is good to see. It's good to see.
Right now, BUUTU shouldn't be doing anything. Should be just bowling to leave.
Shot he offers across the line.
Sula to Veo.
And he gets away with it. He gets one of it. Another half tracker looped for four runs. Quite unnecessary.
Not called for.
Quite unnecessary.
Like I've told you, right now, BUUTU shouldn't be doing anything complex.
They should be doing the
ball.
basics, the simple things first.
Like I said, Sula to Veo.
You don't need to complicate the game. You don't need to complicate the game. Don't need to complicate the game. I don't think these boys should be doing anything there. They really haven't practiced well. I remember attending a pep talk by for under 19 camp by the former chairman, one of the former chairmen, Richard Mwami. And I quote, you people are here because of the skills you've displayed. You've all been selected because of the skills you've displayed. Then he mentioned a few players and he actually knew what we do best. Then he said, you're going out there to represent the country, but make sure you do what brought you on the team best. Okay, so if you are known for maybe hitting the ball, please go there and express yourself. Yeah, if you're known for bowling quick, don't go there and try to spin, or you get, because that is what has brought you on. Fielded, I like the response I'm getting from the fielders. They're still enthusiastic. They still want to take this. They feel like cricket ends with the last ball. So he kept noting a player and then what you do best. The young boy puts on a chase. He retrieves. He retrieves.
I'm just so happy. The young boys are having awareness. It's the new batter.
Shot. Well fielded by
Have the
Midon.
confidence.
So he said that, and I think if I was to talk to Lennox right now, I would ask him to do what he does best. Like his first over was he just came, hit his spot, and went away. He considered very few, and it got him a wicket, isn't it? I don't see any reason to change that. He's better off keeping it there and get done with the game. Shot. Oh, good backup. Good backup.
I love the energies. Both ends are warming up. Then up next, we'll be having a Marco Kotazi with the Eagles.
Shot. Ball picked up by a. That was a nice swing of the bat. Nice swing of the bat from the big right arm bowler Arafat Masinde. 42 for 2. Yeah, sorry. 46 for 2. A run rate, a required run rate of 22.5. A required run rate of that much.
There's situations even AB de Villiers can't save you.
I don't know that much. So we are watching and hoping for some sort of magic here. And then this is typical meanness from the BUUTU captain. He brings on one of his best bowlers. Good ball. And then we have the first mistake from the wicketkeeper today.
First mistake.
With every passing ball, the run rate
It's
shoots
wrong.
up.
It's a wrong single you would take.
The run rate shoots up. So he just needs 5 more balls with the same accuracy to derail EMPUNGU's path to victory today. Shot. He offers. The mid-on and mid-off have been brilliant today. Yeah, they haven't let their captain down. They haven't let the bowlers down. They've really backed up their bowler.
Actually,
Played
come
well.
to work. They've been on
They're on
duty.
business. It's now 25.8. With every passing ball, it shoots by 2 point something. It's a tough day out in the field for EMPUNGU. Oh, well kept. Well kept. Well kept. I hope to see these boys playing at a higher level.
That's
Higher level.
I think it will be possible if it's a good hit of the ball.
Shot. Oh, the young man. Will he recover? Oh, yes. Well fielded. That was brilliant. Good fielding from down
The game
there.
has grown so deep.
Good stuff from the 7-footer at the boundary. Backing up his bowling and his bowlers and captain. Looped up. Oh. Whoa. Good recovery. And the boy goes.
It's a direct hit.
Good recovery and he goes. A dropped catch. Dropped on second attempt. But the recovery was brilliant.
But
To win themselves
most
a
of
run
them-
out. Mukisa's lives are finally done.
most of them,
I guess he's not a cat after all.
their catching skills are too low.
Yeah, so they have to work on the catching. I've seen some weird field settings. Not weird per se, but unorthodox.
I don't know what's running through their heads and minds.
Unorthodox. However,
What messages has their coach been sending in?
I've also noticed a lot of positives. There are players who are really committed and they seem to push the whole lot. Yeah, they seem to push the whole lot, and it's good to have such players with whom you can play around the game. Yeah, eventually you benefit.
One of the things I've seen BUUTU doing right is the bowling. then the backing up. You could see around 3-4 fielders behind the ball trying to back up to prevent the boundaries, and yeah, the coach got it right there.
Everyone at this over today, the staff, the players, they're all looking smart.
This is BATBALL,
Yeah.
not our Wembley. Very well organized.
They're really looking good. There's a lot of organization going into this. A lot of commitment. But I would expect such. It's very customary of people like the operations manager, the chief operations manager. He has, yeah, right from back then when he was our team manager.
He has always loved organized.
He has always loved this kind of organization. So having that kind of energy be in such a tournament, you definitely have success. So the theme for today is elimination. Oh, shot straight to mid off. A brilliant catch. A brilliant catch. And Lennox can't believe it. Masinde can't believe it. Just when his team needs it the most, he gives it away.
We're into the last over of the inning.
The remaining runs in 1 over.
BUUTU seems rather very excited. They
Score is 49 for 3.
for as long as they do the simple things best, it should be an easy win for them.
It is as easy as it is right now.
Yes.
I don't expect anything to change. Apparently.
A required run rate of 36.
And among quarters, get ready. Immediately after the last over, you'll come to the center for the toss.
Uh, 49 runs on board. Lennox Mhanguzi has come on to face. Oh, he offers and picks up one from mid wicket.
The energies.
Picks off one
Always
from
have
the
been
wicket.
excited, I think.
You know that moment when you've done everything with the ball and now you have to come and keep the board moving.
Apparently, it's just right now they need to fight not just to lose so badly.
Yeah. So there is a good win and a bad win, a bad loss and a good loss.
Yes. Apparently, this is a tournament.
Joseph, what's a good loss?
What is a
What
good
is a good loss?
What is a good loss? Joseph?
A good loss. They've not lost so badly. They still have resources with themselves. Because remember, you need to live through the playing conditions. You may have a drain 2 points and they will down on 2 how many wickets you've lost.
Good loss hurt so much. Rather lose badly. Like what the hands down.
So I think Joseph actually has a point because it's 4 teams,
4 teams.
9 games, and getting as close as you can to the total actually is in your interest. Yeah, you'd want to get as close as possible. Yeah, with minimum loss, minimum damage.
Exactly.
Yeah, minimum damage.
So because says
And
Samura is saying Fika Karibu.
Fika karibu.
Let's get there, but slowly, slowly. We'll cross the
He
bridge when we
offers.
get there.
He offers, and the young man retrieves it. He has done well.
One advantage I've noticed, Empungu have not been so reckless with their wickets. They've played a good game, I should say. They've not lost many wickets and have not tried out to do so very many complicated things.
Do you, I like that they're still running enthusiastically between the wickets. Half tracker, looped over square leg, soft, slow outfield, and the ball is retrieved and sent back. Retrieved and sent back. The frustration in Lennox's voice. He really wants this, but it's rather late. Yeah, it's now hit and run, and just hope you push the scoreboard a little further. Yeah, a little further. And
9 runs from 2 balls.
And that's it. That's the second inning for you. Game done and dusted. BUUTU win by 39 runs.
That marks the end of the first game.
You're going to do the interviews, right?
You can just do first. This one goes up to the pitch. Yeah?
I can see Captain Yamakubi and Amoko Kotas are ready for the toss. The umpires are working on for the toss. Mr. Ivan Baidu and Henry EMPUNGU. Great thanks to the tournament referee, Mr. Becca Elonge. We greatly appreciate. Put in to develop this beautiful game of cricket.